On the morning of June 7, 2023, residents of an apartment building in Mira Road, a suburb north of Mumbai, began noticing something wrong. A thick, unbearable smell was seeping through the walls of flat 704 in Gita Nagar. Neighbors grew increasingly alarmed. Someone called the Nagar police. When officers arrived and knocked, a 56-year-old man named Manoj Sane attempted to leave the building. He was shivering. His eyes were red. He didn't get far. What police discovered inside that apartment would disturb even veteran investigators and shock an entire nation. Saraswati Vaidya, a 32-year-old woman who had lived in that flat, was gone, but not in the way anyone could have anticipated. Her remains had been dismembered, cooked, ground, and fed to stray dogs on the street below. This was the Mira Road murder case of 2023, and it remains one of the most disturbing crimes in modern Indian history. Saraswati Vaidya had not had an easy life. She grew up as an orphan in an ashram in Ahmednagar, a city in Maharashtra. She had no parents to return to, no childhood home to fall back on. Sometime around 2014, she met Manoj Sane at a government ration shop where he worked. He was more than 2 decades older than her. Despite the age gap, the two formed a bond that deepened over the years. Her sisters would later testify in court that the couple had quietly married in a temple in 2014, keeping the union secret because of how society might react to their 24-year difference in age. To the outside world, they appeared to be simply living together. Inside their flat in Gita Nagar, the reality was far more complicated. Investigators would later piece together a portrait of a relationship defined by growing tension. There were frequent domestic disputes. Money has become a serious problem. On May 29, 2023, just 6 days before the murder, Sane lost his job at the ration shop. He was now unemployed, financially stressed, and living in a small apartment with a woman half his age. What happened next, according to the evidence gathered by police, was not impulsive. It was planned. Investigators determined that Sane had purchased poison approximately 15 days before June 4, 2023. That detail alone shifted the nature of the case entirely. This was not a crime of sudden rage. On June 4, 2023, Saraswati Vaidya died in flat 704. Police believe Sane poisoned her first. He then used a chainsaw and a tree cutter, tools not typically found in a residential apartment, to dismember her body. Over the following days, he worked to eliminate all evidence of what he had done. He boiled body parts in a pressure cooker. He roasted others on the gas stove to separate flesh from bone. He used a mixer grinder to process what remained. Whatever he could not destroy inside the apartment, he reportedly fed to stray dogs in the area. For 3 days, he lived in that flat with what remained of Saraswati Vaidya. Then the smell reached the neighbors. When police arrested Sane on June 7th, he offered an explanation. He claimed Saraswati had taken her own life by drinking poison. He said he panicked, didn't know what to do, and disposed of the body out of fear. He also told investigators he was HIV positive and insisted their relationship had never been physical, describing her as someone he cared for like a daughter. None of his claims aligned with the physical evidence. The prosecution's case rested on forensic analysis conducted at Sir J.J. Hospital in Mumbai and DNA evidence used to confirm the identity of the mutilated remains. The chainsaw, the tree cutter, the pressure cooker, the timeline of the poison purchase, all of it pointed in one direction. Sane was charged under Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code for murder and Section 201 for destruction of evidence. He has remained in judicial custody at Thane Jail since his arrest. Every bail application has been rejected. As of May 2026, the trial continues in Thane District Court, with the prosecution building its case on DNA results and forensic reports. No verdict has been delivered. The case drew immediate comparisons to the Shraddha Walkar murder, which had gripped India just months earlier, another case involving dismemberment, a domestic relationship, and the methodical destruction of a body. But investigators and journalists who covered the Mira Road case noted its distinct and disturbing character, the use of power tools, the cooking of the remains, the days spent inside that apartment while the evidence was processed and disposed of piece by piece. Saraswati Vaidya grew up without a family, found one in an ashram, and spent the last years of her life in a relationship that her own sisters had to reveal to the world after she was gone. A secret marriage, a hidden life, and an ending that no court document can fully capture.